Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Racers Elite Tuesday Series Season 10 season finale, live from Homestead, Miami Speedway. I'm Mike Taylor up here in the booth, and alongside me is three-time Truck Series champion Andrew Teft, who, might I add, I cannot wait to kick out of the booth so he can get back behind the wheel next season where he belongs. Tonight has been building up for months. Every restart, every late race caution, every heartbreak, and every win has led us here. One final race, one final showdown, 105 laps to decide a championship at one of the most toughest tracks on the schedule, Homestead, Miami. Because apparently the racing gods decided tire wear, wall scraping, and emotional damage should happen all at the same time. Three drivers enter Homestead with a shot at the Truck Series Championship. Can defending champion Sean Dunaway go back-to-back and secure his second Truck Series Championship? Sean enters tonight with the advantage, knowing all he really needs is a solid finish. Finishing 14th or better, and the title is likely his once again. But standing in his way is Kirby Wainscott. Kirby sits 16 points behind the championship lead and knows exactly what he needs tonight. A huge race and a little trouble for Sean Dunaway. A podium run and maybe even a win could be enough to deliver Kirby his first ever Truck Series Championship. Then there's Alex Teft, 18 points behind the leader, 2 points behind Wainscott, and needing the biggest night of them all. Alex needs Sean to struggle, and he needs to beat Kirby by enough positions or bonus points to complete the comeback and claim his first Truck Series title. Here's the Ultra Simple Championship breakdown entering tonight. Sean Dunaway finished 14th or better. Kirby Wainscott pretty much needs to win and have Sean struggle. And Alex Teft, big race for him. He needs to not only beat Sean if he struggles, and then he also needs to beat Kirby by 3 points. Three drivers, one championship, 105 laps remaining, and an incredible season 10. The lights are on, the trucks are ready, and the championship will be decided right here tonight on the Racers Elite Network. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing is for sure, a chicken coop racer is going to win the championship tonight, but the question will remain is who? And it all starts right now here on the Racers Elite Network. And Andrew, tonight we are in for an absolute blast. I don't know about you, buddy, but I am absolute ready.
Yeah, that was quite the intro, Mike. Nice job. But yeah, I think we're going to see a wild one tonight because the championship's pretty well determined unless something absolutely crazy happens to Sean Dunaway. So I'm going to see a lot of guys just winging it going for the win tonight. And even the guys that are still in contention need to win the race. So going to see strategy from all angles, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. As we are getting ready to finish up here with qualifying here in just about 3.5 minutes or so. Currently out front is Brandon Sanfilippo in that number 12 machine. He's put on an incredible run all season, so he's looking to come out, as you said, he's looking to come out possibly as a winner here today at Homestead, Miami. And I know you were down on track earlier practicing. How was the track for you?
Seemed a little slick for being so kind of late in the day. Must be a little bit warm track temp wise, especially the first lap when the tires weren't quite up to temperature or pressure. Pretty easy to spin the rears that first lap and a half, and then eventually you kind of lose some rear grip and start spinning them off the corners and getting loose that way. So fuel's about 32.5 laps. Might see some guys try to stretch it. Typically see a couple yellows here. It's usually really tight racing and just a variety of lines you can run.
Yeah, definitely. As we take a look here at Blair Holloman, as he is making his way out of a turn number 4, I believe, as he comes No, that's actually turn 2. He's coming down the back straight away into turn number 3. You know, he's up there against the wall, and last week, that's exactly where he said he was going to run. And I think that's going to be one of the guys that we need to watch as he exits turn number 4 here, as he puts down his first lap, putting him third on the board with a 33.294.
That looked like a really nice 1 and 2. You might have something a little bit better this lap.
I couldn't agree more, as he looked absolutely phenomenal through turns 1 and 2.
It's got to keep it off the wall. Oh, it's going to scrub the lap. I don't think it'll count because of the contact. But yeah, still a good effort. Top 3.
Yep, so 33 points, 448 here for Blair Holloman. You know, he's had a very good up and down season, and he's looking to turn it all around here today at Homestead. Who are you going to watch as these trucks get ready to line up down on pit road?
Not Chris, Josh Norton, one of our commentators here at Racers Elite Network, starting up here on the front row, second place. Really great effort. Probably the best start we've seen out of him in quite some time, if not ever.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about starting up on the front row, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for today's season finale right here at Homestead, Miami. Starting on the pole, driver of that number 12 Chevy, Brandon Sanfilippo. To his outside is Joshua Norton in the number 24. Inside of row number 2, the 32 of Blair Holloman, he's going to be joined by Sean Dunaway in that 01 machine. He is the highest runner of our championship contenders. But right behind him, you've got Alex Teft on the inside of row number 3 in the 43 machine, and Chris Gotzel in the 707 onto his outside. Row number 4, Steve Sizemore in that 08 machine. He'll start on the inside. To his outside, Kensley Smith in his Napa Auto Parts number 15. Row 5, Brandon Biddy in the number 22 machine. He'll be joined by Philip Archibald in the 99. Inside of row number 6 is going to be that 57 of Aaron Roth, and the Mactonite machine of Truth Oak will be to his outside, running that number 55. Inside of row number 7, your final championship contender, Kirby Wayne Scott, in that number 10 machine. He'll be on the inside of row 7, joining him, the 42 of John Stidham. Row number 8, the 23, Frank Chavez. He'll be joined by Alan Wild in that Avalanche, number 33. Row number 9 is going to be that 29 machine, Black Rifle, Matt Miles, starting from the back, and he'll be joined by the number 6 of Brett Bray in that beautiful Cobalt Ford F-150. I have to say that is actually a mighty fine looking paint scheme for that number 6 machine here today, as these drivers are going to roll out, and we're going to get ready to go racing for the season finale here at Homestead. This whole entire season has been incredible. Many different winners, a lot of good tight racing, a lot of clean racing. How are you expecting the drivers to run tonight in the season finale?
I think track position is going to be king. But you've also got to watch your tires also. These are some pretty long runs. If you decide to 2-stop it, you've got to go about 35 laps. If you decide to 3-stop it, you're going about 27. So there is quite a bit of fall off at this track. It is 1.5 miles, but tire wear is like a Richmond or something, multiple seconds of fall off, and yeah, no telling what we're going to see. Just got to watch and find out.
Absolutely. Season 10 has given us heartbreak, excitement, joy, and it all ends in 105 laps here at Homestead, Miami. The green flag is out for the final time of Season 10, as Joshua Norton and Brandon Sanfilippo will bring the field to the green flag. Norton get a really good run there on the outside at the start, but here comes Brandon Sanfilippo fighting back on the inside. And Blair Holloman in that 32 machine, he's already looking to take over that second spot away from Sanfilippo as Norton. He will take over the race lead. Still side-by-side cars getting up into, or trucks getting up into the wall already here at Homestead. And that's something that we're going to be seeing all night. And, you know, question, you know, is out there is how much can you actually rub up against that outside wall before, you know, you really start to incur a lot of damage as Blair Holloman takes the race lead.
Just slide that out of Blair there. Yeah, it's pretty forgiving. See Brandon Sanfilippo have a moment off too. Looks like he's gathered it up. Nice save. Got Chris Gaxel in the wall up there. Yeah, you can get away with that a little bit as long as you're not slamming it. If you stay pretty close and you scrape it, it's not that big of an impact. Get away with a few of those, but eventually you might find yourself with some wheel damage or fender damage. It's going to slow you down.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that these guys are going to have to watch as Brandon Sanfilippo, he is coming back all the way to that 7th spot so far. But Aaron Roth, he just got a mega run out of turn 2.
That was a huge dive. Looks like he's going to clear him here.
All right.
Just barely.
Just barely, but here comes Sanfilippo fighting back on the inside, heading here into turn number 1. And this is a battle for that 7th position, as you see that 57 all the way up against that outside wall, as he will exit turn 2. Still might have cleared him. Yeah, so that'll put Aaron Roth up into that 7th spot.
I think that slide really upset Brandon's tires. He's going to have to kind of gather it up for a couple laps and go back at it. Seeing him run that mostly bottom line, I do believe that pays off in the longer run. Some of these guys are, you know, up against the wall running that Kyle Larson line. It's a little bit easier in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 has got some bumps up near the top of the wall, so you got to run a slightly different line than you run in 1 and 2 to make it work. But just doesn't seem as good in 3 and 4, no matter what you do, as it is in 1 and 2.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, this is all going to be very interesting as it all plays out here. You know, with our championship contenders, you know, Dunaway, he's currently up there in that 3rd spot, and Alex Teft, he's right there behind him. And currently, as they run, this will put Alex Teft 2nd into points. So right now, Alex Teft, right now, having a great day here, but he's got to try to find a way to get around that 0-1 and then pray that Dunaway has an issue later on tonight.
Yeah, he needs Dunaway to, you know, lose internet connection or something very, very dramatic. You know, pit road penalties, or you never want to wish ill upon somebody. But that's what, you know, realistically, that's what it's going to take tonight for one of these guys to pull it off. Yeah,
what Teft and Wayne Scott are both saying is cats ruin his race. Oh man, this is awesome racing now out front here as you see Sean Dunaway work the inside of Norton, looking to take over that 2nd position. You know, as of right now, Sean, he's got the points lead. He wants to lead a point. He wants that point, you know, for leading the most laps. And I think he's going to do everything he can to try to make that happen here tonight.
Yeah, they have a couple drivers that are out already. See, Brett Bray in the 6th looks like he's out or off the track. So that helps Dunaway out. It's one less point he can lose.
Yeah. As I am watching the ticker there, it looks like you keep swapping positions back there with Brandon. I can't decide if it wants to put you 18th or him 18th.
Huh.
Oh,
it
great.
Must be Biddy. Brandon Biddy. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
doing that. That's pretty weird. Not even driving, so somehow I'm passing somebody.
So what we'll do is we'll make that adjustment right there, and Wayne Scott.
Oh,
Oh,
not
there goes
clear.
Alex Teft. Don't hit the wall.
I don't know if he thought he was clear and could come up, or if he just had a moment off the corner.
Yeah,
Either way, it did not pan out well for him.
no, it did not. That will bring out our first caution of the day here at Racers Elite. Let's come back here and let's try to get a better angle of that. There we go. Out of turn 2.
Oh, he is a little loose, but
Yeah, I don't think he meant to fly that far up there, and he just unfortunately got into Sizemore there.
just a racing deal. So that'll likely be on the 43. He'll receive an EOL penalty from race control for that one. This is a nice view. Yeah,
Definitely a
not
tough
quite.
call.
Yeah, Steve's under no obligation to lift right there, and just too close. Needed to work at another corner.
Yeah, for sure. As we get a good look here at that number 20 machine. He's right there all over the back bumper of Kirby Wayne Scott.
So this should take the fuel mileage racing out of the picture.
Yeah, for everybody except one person. That would be Blair Holloman in that 32 Dodge Ram. He decided to stay out.
Interesting call. It could give him a fresh set at the end of the race that he'll have over everybody else, I suppose. But
yeah, Aaron Roth in that 57 machine, he missed his pit box. So we're going to wait to see if he circles back around to get fresh tires, or he's just going to stick it out here with Holloman. Looks like Alex has elected just to get damage worked on.
yeah, that right front looks a little out of alignment. I know there's some fender damage there also, but just looks like it's pointed the wrong direction.
Yeah, definitely pointed the wrong direction there.
Sometimes you'll go down pit road and see how long the repairs would take, and then decide afterwards, hey, I can't wait that long. I'm gonna go back down and use my fast repair to see what he does here.
Yeah, here he comes.
You've got I don't know if we don't normally talk about repairs, but there's required repairs after an accident. So you have to sit in your box for a required amount of time to fix required damage, and then you'll have an optional total for optional repairs that you can make.
And pop.
Yep. So used his fast repair. Now he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
But he can't really be careful because he's got to go for the win in order to pull this championship off. So
that is true.
Just got to go for it and hope for the best. Getting back going already here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be in the hands of Blair Holloman, Aaron Roth, Jonathan Stidham, Joshua Norton will lead the field back to the green as your top 4. And the green flag is out once again here at Homestead, Miami. Holloman quickly out to a good lead there, heading down into turn number 1. As you see Aaron Roth and Jonathan Stidham run side by side for that second spot. Aaron Roth looking to take over that second spot for good, which he will as he clears them here on the back straightaway. As these drivers get back up to full song. I want to jump back to that number 42 paint scheme real quick. That is such a beautiful paint scheme.
15 in the wall. 12 was on the apron a little bit.
There he
Just got
is.
a little loose. Kensley got up toward the wall and slowed down, and
Oh!
Truce going for a ride toward the infield. Hopefully he
Whew, he
straightened it
saved
back
it.
out. Nice job. Looked pretty identical to Sanfilippo's quarter spin earlier.
Yeah, and that just proves your point about, how loose these trucks are on these restarts after getting fresh tires. They're a handful, and just right there, that proves it. And here comes Sean Dunaway looking to overtake Stidham for that second position.
Dunaway would like to come up here and lead a lap, and that might come close to clinching his championship, especially if he's able to lead most of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alex has made his back way up to made his way back up to 10th already. Ooh, Aaron Roth's in the wall again. We need a Homestead stripe counter like Darlington has.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can count that high though.
And just like that, Sean Dunaway is your new race leader.
Ooh, big moment for Stidham right there. 57 got a little close to his bumper. He lost some air. But nice job keeping it straight.
3 wide. 4 wide. You guys are crazy.
Aaron's just really struggling on those old tires. Nothing you can really do.
And there's still 3 wide here in 1 and 2.
I think Sanfilippo's going to have him here. Now he's under Norton though, so he can't
couple
quite
more
get
in
up.
the wall. So let me ask you, as team owner, as Jonathan Stidham gets into the wall there on the exit of turn 2, one of your drivers are going to win the championship this season. What does that tell you about Chicken Coop?
I think we just work really well together and all want to see each other succeed. And I don't think I've ever been a part of a better team. We didn't exactly know each other getting started, just a bunch of internet strangers, and over time have found really great ways of working with each other, and we just do our best not to disadvantage each other in what we're doing.
Yeah, that's very well put for sure there. As these drivers make their way down out of turn number 4. And they are all still chasing Sean Dunaway in that 0-1 Hello Kitty Chevrolet. As you see, Steve Sizemore now working on the inside of Blair Holloman for that second spot. Blair Holloman, he did not come down pit road under that first caution. So he's still working on 22 lap old tires versus everybody else who's running on 11 lap old tires.
He's holding on better than I thought he would, to be honest.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Alex Teff back up to 3rd. Many a well penalty.
That is, that's just absolutely crazy, as he is quickly making his way up through the field here, and he knows what's at stake here today. So I think he's wanting to try to get out front as quick as he can, lead the most laps if he can, and then pray something happens from here on out.
See if Alex leaves a little bit more space this time he goes around Steve. Feels like deja vu. Same corner too. That's if you can get around Steve.
There we go. That's the view I wanted. And here, oh, look at that run he gets out of turn 4.
Yeah, there's some nasty bumps right in the center, 3 and 4 up against the wall. So it feels like you're gonna get a great run up there on entry, and then you hit those and you just kind of bounce back out with the bottom off of 4 usually. Might be able to get alongside of them here.
There he goes.
All right, careful, fellas. Turn 2 is approaching.
And this time he's going to clear him without a problem. And here comes Matt Miles in that number 29 machine after starting way back in the field.
Yeah, this time Steve got a little bit loose off the corner.
Matt Miles, he is currently up 15 spots. And man, that's an incredible run right there.
He won at Sonoma earlier this year and just had a few really great finishes throughout the season. Glad to see him coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe he's going to join us for Gen 4 on Thursdays also. Just noticed that earlier.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, all this week, we will be finishing out all of our seasons for the Racers Elite. You know, for Wednesday, we do have our... Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick.
We've got a brand new late model stock series starting.
Yes.
First season for that after we did about 9 seasons of Xfinity, decided to switch it up and try something new. So fixed late model stocks, mostly short tracks on the schedule, obviously, and same start time. $20 for the 13-week season. Still got some spots left too.
Yeah, you guys definitely come on out and enjoy that. And that will first race will be 140 laps at Iowa. So definitely going to be a lot of fun there. In 2 weeks' time, the Truck Series will return for season 11, and they're going to be kicking it off at 75 laps around Indianapolis. So that's going to be a really fun race. The Thursday night fixed Gen 4 series, they're going to be kicking it off May 28th at Pocono for 75 laps. And then on Friday, June 5th, they will be kicking off their next season with trucks at Daytona. So a whole new season coming up, and all of our seasons are getting ready to come to a close. And as far as I see, most of our point standings are pretty close in points, especially for tomorrow night.
And we've had a lot of different winners this season.
Yep. So tomorrow night, you're 5 points out in front of Sean Dunaway. It looks like. What's it going to take for you to win that championship next week, or next week, tomorrow night, for the Xfinity series?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it much. I'm not even sure where we're going. I gotta look at the schedule. Let's see. Michigan, yeah, I usually do pretty well there. Hoping it's not going to be a fuel mileage situation. Sometimes, I don't know, Michigan just always seems to work out that way, but I can't remember what the range is in Xfinity.
Oh yeah, and then I'm looking here. You're also leading the points in the Gen 4 as well. And you guys in the Gen 4 are going to be finishing out at Texas. So that track is going to be a lot of fun with the Gen 4s.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect with those, because Texas had a totally different layout when those cars were still around back in I think 2003 is the year that they used for iRacing.
Yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is that the next 2 point battles are even closer than what we have here in the trucks. So it's definitely going to be very interesting as we got a battle here brewing for the second position between Sanfilippo and Alex Steft.
Yeah, Brandon qualified really well, started on the pole, had that moment, and has just kind of diligently worked his way back through the pack, running a little bit quicker than Sean Dunaway at the moment. I think Alex used some of his stuff just coming through the pack, making all those passes. Got a little piece of the wall there, just as we were turning away.
Yeah, as we do have Blair Holloman and Aaron Roth now coming down pit road here on lap 35, and this is just about that right time for them to come down pit road, and now we're going to expect everybody else to come down in just about maybe 11 laps.
Yeah, Sanfilippo's cut another couple tenths off, down to 1.4 behind Sean. Should be able to see these guys go until about, what, 45, 46, maybe even 47.
Yeah, for sure. As we take a look here at Brandon Sanfilippo, yeah, he's still running faster lap times than Sean, so he's slowly but surely starting to reel Sean in here, just down to 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, utilizing that top line in 1 and 2.
Jump back here to Truth Hope, Alan Wild, and Kirby Wainscott all battling it back out here for that 6th position. Currently our closest battle on track, as you see Wild trying to get on the inside of the Hope. Alan Wild, he will complete that pass. And here comes Kirby Wainscott. He's going to complete the pass as well. Now they're going to start to spread out a little bit more. Except for Archibald, who's coming up on the back bumper of Truth Hope now. Truth Hope starting to struggle just a little bit here. Late in this run. Let's see.
I'm thinking these guys are still going to pit twice for 4 tires, but I almost wonder if somebody will go long twice and take 2 at the end.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we're gonna definitely watch for, and you know, I can see, you know, either Wayne Scott or Tef, you know, really make that decision and throw that Hail Mary, because they know that they practically have got to win in order to clinch the championship tonight.
Yeah, I thought Phil had made that pass on Truth, but Truth's coming right back at him. Oh, tucking behind now.
And that battle right there is going to become a three-way battle, because here comes Chris Gotzel in that 707 machine.
Seeing Blair Hallman come into the picture a little bit on those fresh tires.
Sorry, we just had a pass for the race lead. Brendan Sanfilippo retaking the race lead there. And you're talking about Blair Holloman coming into the picture, and look at the difference between, old tires versus fresh tires.
He's already been out here for about 7 laps, probably making a couple seconds faster lap than the leader was. Wondering where he's going to come out when the leaders eventually have to pit.
Yeah, he is actually running 1 whole second quicker than Brandon Sanfilippo at the moment.
He did tell us he was going to stick it on the wall the whole race, but that was a pretty low line that last time by. Same here. Gotta go where they aren't.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna run the high side, I'll just run the low side then. But he's definitely starting to move up through this field really, really quick.
Only about 3.5 seconds behind the leader at the moment. He'll be able to unlap himself.
Kirby Wayne Scott, he's coming down pit road now. Jump up here just a little bit here. As
Philip Archibald, Frank Chavez, Chris Gaxel,
yeah.
Norton, a whole bunch of them coming down pit road.
Oh, here they come. Whoops.
The radio is busy. Ooh.
Whoa, that was close for Norton.
Those barrels aren't very nice.
No, they're not. Look at that car just shine under these lights.
Just a hair over the line. Had to back up just like a foot.
You're right. Sean Dunaway, he's coming down pit road.
Got about 4 drivers that haven't come in yet. Sanfilippo, Alex Teft. Sanfilippo's coming in this time. Yep. Is coming in.
There goes Holloman going around your race leader for the moment. And he is quickly moving up through everybody here.
Mackenzie Smith's going to stay out and lead a lap. Aaron Roth was on the same strategy as Blair Holloman, so I would suspect that Roth came out somewhere near Dunaway already. Dunaway's already passed him, but Blair right now is about 6 seconds in front of Dunaway after having been out so long on fresh tires.
Yeah.
And he's got an extra set for later if he needs it.
Yeah, he's got a massive, massive lead right now.
He's still got to pit just once like everybody else, but caution right now would be nice for him to be able to sort of reset where he is. Probably gone long enough where people would want tires again, potentially.
Yeah.
If we go much further, he's going to have to pit around lap 70 or so.
Yeah, and just like that, Kirby Wayne Scott is back up here in the top 5, and Alex Teft is not far back behind, back in that 6th position.
It's looking like Sanfilippo's got the pace to pull this one off today, barring, you know, freak number of cautions or something crazy happening at the end here. But he's
Yeah.
got really good short run pace, really good long run pace. He's been staying out of trouble. Even the moments he did have, he was able to, you know, save it and not lose too much out of anything. And he's actually just made his way past Dunaway there.
Yep. Yeah, that puts your 3 championship leaders, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Blair's kind of stuck. He can't come in early. He's got to go to at least lap 70 or so. Another 20 laps. These guys only about 3 seconds behind, so if he comes in now, he's gonna have to pit again, and that just ruins your race. So wondering how many seconds behind he's gonna be by the time we get to lap 70. But these tires do kind of balance out after a while. After so many laps, they kind of all just sort of start running the same speed.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. We're gonna ride on board here with Blair Holloman. Hitting that clutch.
He's kind of boxed himself in. He doesn't have a lot of draft help where he is either for fuel saving.
Yeah, by all this fuel saving, he is losing a lot of time to Sanfilippo and Sean Dunaway. So this might not be working out in his favor at the moment, but we still got a long way to go. We're still coming up on almost 50 laps to go and just about 2 laps. So we pretty much crossed over into that halfway point now. And now here comes Sanfilippo and Sean Dunaway. They're going to go ahead and make quick work of Holloman here. And here comes Sean Dunaway. He's looking for the race lead as well. Not able to get on the ends. Oh, a little sideways there for Dunaway. Holloman drove really deep into the corner that time. And he just lost a lot of time from Sean Dunaway. And here comes Alex Teff now in that number 43 machine. He's looking to take over that 3rd spot. As you see, Alex Teff now working that outside lane here in turns 3 and 4 to come down the front straightaway on Blair Holloman. Holloman, he's definitely fading, and he's fading really, really fast. Sorry about that little bang, guys. I accidentally hit the mic with my hand.
How's our live chat looking today, Mike? Haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, let's
Any crazy bots today?
Oh,
Had
absolutely.
some wild comments last week, but we cleaned those up.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here at chat. Ross Racing says Kirby working that top. Big shocker. Sophie, she has come on in to support Blair Holloman in that 32 machine. And hello, Sophie. While we are talking about Kirby Wainscott, yeah, he's currently running that inside lane, but he was running that outside lane for a little bit here. But now he's just kind of settled himself down on the inside here in that 4th spot. But he does have company out of Steve Sizemore in that 08 machine.
We've still got 6 guys within 4 seconds of this. It's still anybody's game.
Oh, yeah.
Sizemore's having a really great day, too.
Yeah, I just want to point out, Steve Sizemore, he's had a rough couple of weeks now in this last half of the season. He's really struggled, and now he's just looking, to turn his race around in that 08 machine.
He's got some super speedway wins. I'm sure he'd love to knock one out on a 1.5 miles like this. Looks like Kirby Winscott's coming in, but this would be too early. That could just be an old notification.
Yeah, we'll definitely monitor that as we jump back here to Kensley Smith, Frank Chavez, and Joshua Norton battling it out for that 13th position.
Yeah, it's got to be a false alarm.
And Joshua Norton having a little bit of trouble in that number 24. Just definitely having a hard time getting himself, back up towards the front here.
'23 and 24 naturally right next to each other.
I love it when it works out that way.
Did you hear this weekend at Dover in the All-Star race? I'm hearing that they're going to lay PJ1 from the top of the track all the way to the bottom in the corners.
That's what I heard. And if that's the case, it is going to be absolutely wild out there.
Might feel like Martinsville, but reverse, because they've got the concrete in the corners, but it'll be dark in the corners.
Yeah.
Instead of light. I guess they got to try something, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you know what, NASCAR, that's what you get for changing things up, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Dover. It's a cool track. But I don't think... Oh, hold on to it. But I don't feel that it is a all-star worthy track.
To me, it's a track that the long run is what matters most, and all-star races are usually like sprint segments. So, I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. Keep my mind open, but see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely keep it open for sure.
They are running 350 laps. That's pretty long for all-star race.
Yeah. Let's take a look here at something.
Little piece of the wall there again for Phillip. Alan Wild closing in behind, and Truth Hoke.
Yeah, so far I don't see any other information on that. Actually, I don't even know what the all-star format's looking like.
I think they said no open race. I'm trying to remember how they did it. I'm gonna have to look again. I don't want to guess.
Yeah.
Spread misinformation.
Oh, it's going to be for 350 laps. So segment 1's broken down to 75 laps. Full field starting grid set by qualifying /pit crew challenge. segment 2 is going to be a full field featuring an inversion of the top 26 from segment 1. And the final segment will be the 26 car field at that point. Interesting.
Was there the year that Jimmy Johnson lost a gear on one of the final restarts and the whole field wrecked?
Yeah.
It's a nice place to visit.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Let's see. San Filippo still about half a second ahead. Coming up on a final pit stop here. Holman's trying to get another couple laps out of his tank. He's got to be close to running out here soon. He's fallen about a half a lap behind. I think he's going to need a caution to kind of bail him out. And I guess in his case, he's hoping for a few yellows where he could take advantage of that extra set of fresh tires he has.
That he can for sure. You know, now I wonder, you know, with Blair Holloman, he's getting ready to come in here soon. As Aaron Roth, he just came down pit road, who was on the same cycle. Will we see the other drivers start to come down as well to kind of match where Blair is at?
Yeah, that's got me worried about Aaron making it to the end if he's not able to get to lap 70. Blair's working on completing lap 70 right now.
Yeah.
That would be the 2/3 mark, so I would be confident about him making it to the end from here, as long as there's not Green-White-Checkers, but if there was, people would pit anyway.
Yeah. Jonathan Stidham in that 42, he's already come down pit road back on lap 63, so just about 5 laps ago. And now it's going to be very interesting to see how all this comes down, and here comes Holloman. He's going to hit down pit road. Blair Holloman in that Dodge Ram, the only Dodge in the field here today.
Dunaway's kind of fallen off suddenly at the end of this run. Just lost about a second since the last time we talked about him.
Yep. Alright, Blair Holloman, he is out and away. As we're going to jump up here to Philip Archibald, who's being attacked by that 707 machine of Chris Gotzel. This is back here for that 9th spot.
Feels like everybody's got somebody to race tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's just around the same people.
You know, and that's one thing I absolutely love about Homestead. You know, I can somewhat flip throughout this whole entire field and find somebody battling somebody. For instance, Joshua Norton back here, he's battling it out with Kensley Smith. Matt Miles, he's up here trying to hold off the 08 of Steve Sizemore. He was closer, by the way. I just want to make that clear. He was closer. But you could jump through and, you know, you can find a pretty decent battle throughout this entire field.
Kirby Wainscott's coming in. Looks like Alex Tuft also.
Alrighty, the final pit stops. What should be the final pit stops of the season, as we have come into 30 laps to go next time by. So Kirby, Wainscott, Philip Archibald, Kensley Smith, Frank Chavez all down on pit road for their final stop of the season. Oh no, Kirby Wainscott had to back up there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time here.
thought Alex was coming down, but I guess not. Seem to be losing some time here. Oh, you got a little piece of the wall off turn 4. That was a few laps ago. He's alright, just kind of lost some time. I was wondering where it went.
Yeah, he's now sitting just about 2.6 seconds back from Sean Dunaway, directly in front of him.
A whole bunch of people that would just love to see a yellow and re-rack this thing.
You know, I think I see a tent down in the middle of turns 1 and 2.
Flying through the air.
Oh man, that was a sight to see.
I camped in the bus stop where that was one time. It was a good time.
Oh man. Up in the wall was Alex Teft. He's going to lose even more time here as Sean Dunaway in the 0-1. He's coming down pit road for the final time. So is Steve Sizemore, Alan Wild, Chris Gotzel, Josh Norton. He's actually finishing up his time as he's making his way out of the pits. Oops. And Matt Miles.
How many laps? Oh yeah, he's down too. I don't know how long they can actually go. Probably, I was gonna say, caution was around lap 12, and they could do about 70 on 2 runs. So I was thinking like 82. That would be about another 3 laps that Alice could potentially run. It's giving up a ton of time. Oh, she's coming in right now, but I was just hoping for a conveniently timed yellow there to kind of bail him out.
So we get a good look here at Alex Steff coming down pit road as he's going to come to the attention to his crew members as they will begin to give him tires on the right side. We're going to drop him down. They're going to run over to the left side, pick up the left side of the car. And away he goes now.
Samplipo is also on pit road. Sean Dunaway came in a few laps earlier than him. We might be able to leap him by a decent gap. Neat paint scheme out of Truth Oak tonight.
Yep. If you guys do need a paint scheme, hit up Truth Oak. I mean, I'm a painter myself, but I can never think of doing something like Truth Oak does on his trucks. So you guys definitely reach out to Truth if you guys need a paint scheme.
He does some really nice work.
And out of turn number 2, Sean Dunaway, he's going to take over the top spot here on track as we're coming to 24 laps to go this time by.
I was wondering how much of a gap he'd build by pitting earlier than Brandon, but it's only about 2 seconds, so I don't think Brandon's going to be too worried about that over 24 laps, but we shall see.
Yeah, it definitely is. As we're starting to count down the end of this season here, and that means closer to you getting the heck out of here and back into your race truck. And what your thoughts about next season for the trucks?
Yeah, I've just been itching to get back in one of these. It's probably my favorite car on iRacing. We call it a car, but it's a truck, and they're just fun to drive. They're competitive everywhere, pretty equal everywhere. There's always competition, no matter what track you're at, and they're just a lot of fun to drive. You can actually kick the rear out and slide them through the corners, and use the throttle to steer a little bit. There's enough horsepower, so Um, it's been fun being up here, but I love these things too much to sit out another season.
Oh man, no, I'm kidding. I want you to get back down there and have fun out there as you're going to contend for a 4th championship. As we see this battle here for second, getting hotter and harder as we go. Brandon Sanfilippo currently out front in front of Kirby Wayne Scott. He has opened it up though just a little bit here on Wayne Scott. Got a 3-way battle here for that 4th spot. Alex Teft right behind Sizemore.
And we saw these guys mix it up earlier. See if he can get by unscathed this time. Be able to do a little crossover here if he's got the run.
Oh yeah. Alex Sept has not led a lap here just yet in that number 43 machine. So, but I think we're getting pretty close here on, you know, points between Kirby and Alex Teft for that 2nd position. Because as of right now, Sean has practically clinched the championship. I don't think there's anything that's going to change that here in the last 20 laps. So right now, I think we're really looking at this battle here for the 2nd in points between Kirby Wainscott and Alex Teft.
We're actually seeing Dunaway pull out a little bit. Just gained a few tenths over Brandon. Maybe he's just taking it easy on his tires the first few laps, but looks like they're going to keep it interesting for us.
Oh yeah.
I think Alex has the freshest tires the furthest up, but he's just got too much of a gap to make up for.
Down the back straight away they go. They'll be coming to 17 laps to go. And right now, everybody pretty much got themselves spread out here at Homestead, Miami. There's really no one battling too terribly close. Hey, I lied. I found somebody. Aaron Roth, Truth Hope battling it out back here for this 11th spot. Truth working on the inside. He's going to get him clear, and here comes Joshua Norton in that number 24 machine.
Yeah, Aaron's on that same strategy as Blair. They've needed a caution the whole race to kind of reset here. Just didn't happen, but it's worth a gamble.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my heart just absolutely breaks for this 32 truck. He's starting to struggle again here since he last pitted on lap 70. You know, so he's really starting to struggle here, and he's going to start losing positions again. So, not a good strong finish for Holloman like he was hoping for.
Actually, looks like Brandon Sanfilippo's lit the afterburners up front. Gap's down to about 1.3, 1.4. Was about 2.2 the last time I looked.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Sanfilippo, he's definitely got something going on under his hood at the moment.
Needs about a tenth a lap to close that gap, so definitely doable. We all know Sean is no slouch, so it's not going to be easy.
No.
Ooh, 3 wide.
Whoa! Big slide. Oh, I thought that was going to end bad. Blair Holloman, he is in absolute defensive mode, trying to keep Kensley Smith and Archibald in check. And while these guys are battling it out, it looks like Alan Wild in that 33 machine, he's joined the party.
Yeah, Blair's doing a good job on these older tires. Holding on, it's tough to do.
Wild on the inside here of Archibald on the exit of turn 4, looking to take over that 8th spot. But right now, Archibald, he's holding on for dear life right behind Kensley Smith as they head it down here into turns 1. And it looks like they're going to probably attempt to go 3 wide on the exit. Nope, they thought better of it.
Good run from Alan Wild on the bottom.
Yeah. Really good run here as they are catching up to Blair Holloman again.
I think that's a new scheme out of Alan this week. I'm not sure what brand's on there, but it looks new, fresh. Avalanche?
Yep.
We'll have to ask him what that is.
I actually have a view for that. Stanley Cup final. I think it's a hockey team.
Yeah, I lived in upstate New York for a little bit, but I could just never get into it. I don't know why.
Yeah, for me, it's one of those sports that you got to be in person to really enjoy it. But that's just me. And this here is the Colorado Avalanche, number 33.
Here I was. I thought it was a brand, a product or something. Talking sports, but nice looking truck though.
Yeah.
Got about 9 laps to go. Brandon Sanfilippo's got this down to about a quarter of a second now, so we're gonna have a battle here. Now, if Sean can be a pain and hold Brandon up and just stay side by side for a few laps, Brandon might heat his stuff up where they can kind of balance out and maybe Sean can hold on, but he's going to have to play some hard defense.
Oh yeah, just like that. Dunaway going up a little too high on the track that time. That's going to allow Brandon Sanfilippo to complete the pass. Almost complete the pass on the exit of turn 4. But they're going to drag race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Sean Dunaway, he put his nose out front for a split second before Brandon Sanfilippo, he took it back. And now on the exit of turn number 2, Sanfilippo, he will completely clear Sean Dunaway. And that will put Sanfilippo out in front here for the final just about 6 laps here at Homestead, Miami. But Brandon Sanfilippo, he is doing a fantastic job today in that number 12 machine. Really turned his season around late here in the season, and you know, he's still looking for, you know, those solid finishes here on the trucks, and well, today's one of those days that he's doing just that.
Sean's staying close enough where one mistake could put him right back in it, but he's not pushing off the corner there in 4. Lost a little bit of time.
4.5 more laps for season 10 of the Racer Elites Tuesday Night Truck Series. And let me tell you what, this season, as I stated at the beginning, it gave us a lot of joy, a lot of heartbreak for some of these drivers. Very strong racing all around, and believe it or not, very limited cautions here in the trucks. So I'm very, very excited for how season 10 went, and I cannot wait to get things rolling again in 2 weeks when we restart our season at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Kind of jealous. I kind of want to be out there with you guys, but I'm going to enjoy it up here in the booth.
I think we got you on Wednesdays, don't we? In the late models?
Yeah, you will have me on Wednesdays in the late models. And that will be kicking off at Iowa. I can't wait.
Laps to go here. Brandon just needs to hit his marks and bring this thing home and hope that yellow doesn't fly.
Yeah. Doing an absolute phenomenal job as Kirby Wainscott. He's moved himself up into that 4th position. Trying to take it over from Steve Sizemore as we have 2 laps to go. This time by, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Sanfilippo had a wonderful season, up and down season at best, and he is looking to finish off the season here with a win. And that very well could bring him, to have a really good start, for next season. Let's see here. Yeah, he's currently 4th in the point standings. And a win will be huge for him here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, your final lap of season 10. And right now it belongs to Brandon Sanfilippo. And just 1.3 seconds back, he is going to become your back-to-back Truck Series champion. Ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4, your season champion, Sean Dunaway, in that 01 Hello Kitty Chevrolet. But your race winner is going to be that number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo. Alex Teft, he will bring it home in that 3rd spot. Kirby Wainscott bringing it home 4th. Steve Sizemore will bring it home 5th. What an incredible day here for Brandon Sanfilippo. What an amazing season for Chicken Coop Racing as Sean Dunaway, Alex Teft, and Kirby Wainscott will take home your top 3 in the championship points, as Brandon Sanfilippo, he's going to burn it down here on the front straightaway for us.
That sponsors a local newspaper company.
Oh, watch out! Ugh, there's damage to that truck.
Yeah, from a early sort of half spin off of turn 2 all the way back to the win.
Yeah. What an incredible run for Brandon Sanfilippo. Started first, finished first. And while he continues to burn it down here on the front straightaway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at your results. Your race winner for today, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Sanfilippo. He led 41 laps here today. That was the most led laps. He did have the fastest lap and your pole position. And that was an incredible day for Brandon Sanfilippo. Sean Dunaway, your season 10 champion. And that 0-1 Hello Kitties Chevrolet will bring it home second. And Chicken Coop Racing's Alex Teft will come behind teammate Sean Dunaway for that third spot. Coming on fourth, it's going to be Kirby Wayne Scott. Fifth, it's going to be Steve Sizemore, Matt Miles, Alan Wild, Truth Hope, Josh Norton, and Blair Holloman. He'll round out your top 10. 11th, it's going to be Chris Gotzel, Kensley Smith, Philip Archibald, Frank Chavez, and Aaron Roth will round out your top 15. And rounding out your field today, it's going to be Jonathan Stidham, Brandon Biddy, and Brett Bray. We only had one caution today, just like all season long. That did not change. We had incredible, just incredible racing all around here, ladies and gentlemen. And your race winner is Brandon Sanfilippo. So let me go ahead. Let me know when you have the point standings updated.
They are now, and Sean Dunaway has won the championship by 18 points over Kirby, and he beat Alex by 1 point. And Sanfilippo finished fourth in the standings.
Let me go ahead and reload this because I'm showing he beat him by 21 points. And reload.
I noticed the fastest lap actually went to Steve Sizemore too. It seems to be inaccurate on that graphic.
That's weird. Well, you know what? I didn't want to give you the correct information. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't fire me. Don't fire me.
You get to fire me tonight.
Yes, I do get to fire you tonight. I am looking at the points, the correct point standings, ladies and gentlemen. Your top three are correct: Sean Dunaway, Kirby Wainscott, Alex Teft. And then it's going to be Brandon Sanfilippo coming up fourth. Alan Wild, he'll round out your top five, dropping Blair Holloman back to that sixth spot. So all around, what an incredible season. What a fun season it was. And now let's go ahead and see who all is ready to talk with us. As I find that right there, and then I'm going to pull this one up right here. Alrighty, then let's go ahead. We do have Alex Teft, Sean Dunaway. Where the heck is Brandon Sanfilippo? He needs to get his butt up here. Well, we are going to change it up a little bit here, if that's okay with you, Andrew. And I would like to go ahead and start off by talking to our race winner. And then we're going to go backwards through our top three in points.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. He's going to get mad. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and bring up your race winner, driver of that number 12 machine, Brandon Sanfilippo. Brandon, it's Mike and Andrew up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Hey guys, I do.
Brandon, man, you came out today with a mission. And let me tell you what, that was to get on the pole and win the race. And man, that's exactly what you did today. How fast was that number 12 Chevy for you here today?
It was good. I was just talking with Kirby there. So the bottom was definitely loose, and I think people kind of veered away from that because there was more grip up top. But investing in the bottom will pay dividends in the long run. So and just trail braking really early. I was telling them I was braking on every single lap, even lap one of a green flag run, just to get the truck to turn into the corners, so I wasn't using as much wheel. So I think that's what really paid off, and the fact that we had only one caution early on, so I was able to work that strategy.
Yeah, definitely a wonderful run for you here today, man. You were just wicked fast, and we're like, yeah, Sean Dunaway, he's gonna pull away from Brandon here, yada, and then next thing we know, you start reeling him in. And do you have NOS set up on that car by any or that truck by any chance?
I don't. I just saving the tire. I mean, that's usually what my game plan is. So when cautions come out and then it's short run, I usually don't do as good, even though I qualify well. I seem to just not pick the right spots to go and whatnot. But yeah, it felt good to reel him in. And at the end there, I'm thinking, man, I wasn't catching him right when I came out of the pit. So then I started running. I knew that high line in 1 and 2, you can gain a lot of ground if you run it right, as long as you don't as long as you don't overdrive the corner and you get on the gas at the right time, you can really gain some time. So I had to go to that a little bit earlier than I wanted, but I still had enough tire because I know I had about 4 or 5 laps or so on his.
Gotcha, gotcha. Andrew, do you have anything for your race winner here today?
No, just really great job. We saw you kind of half spin off too early on in the race and started on the pole, kind of a roller coaster day, but this thing was just a rocket ship on the long run. So just really great job managing your tires all night and pulling it off. Looks like you're gonna wrap up the championship in fourth place this season. So uh, got a lot of good momentum going for next season. And we'll throw it to you for your shoutouts.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to all my friends and family who watch, my parents, my fiance Lindsay, my cousin John, cousin Sean, cousin Joe. Trying to thank everybody who tunes in, the Carosa family, um, the Shoe Flow family, my Aunt Frostine. I got a lot of people who tune into these. Appreciate the support. You guys for putting on an awesome show. And my teammates, Kensley Smith was in there tonight. Always fun racing with them, and appreciate the fuel intel that he shares with me every race because he knows I'm not looking into that. So and of course, Sean Dunaway for winning the season. Man, he dominated. He deserved it. He earned it.
I couldn't agree anymore with that. But Brandon, you had a strong day here today. Congratulations on your race win, buddy, and we'll see you for season 11 over for round one at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you, and shout out to the Sentinel too. Almost forgot.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be your race winner, driver of that number 12 machine, Brandon Sanfilippo. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Alex Teft, driver of that number 43 machine, who came home third today. Alex, it's Mike and Andrew up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Alex, you had a pretty interesting up and down day. We saw you bring out that first and only caution, but you were able to quickly fight back into the top three, and you pretty much stayed there the whole race. How fast was that number 43 machine today?
It was fast, especially on that last run. It kind of fluctuated from tire set to tire set. That second run there, the high side was really loose for me when I would make the transition about halfway through the run. But yeah, no, it was definitely quick. But I don't know what Sanfilippo was doing, but he had some crazy long run speed, and to win the championship, I was going to have to win and some other things to happen, but it didn't matter because I was not going to keep up with Sanfilippo. He was flying after 10 laps on.
Yeah, definitely. With your third place finish here today, that's going to lock you in third in the championship, 1 point behind Kirby Wayne Scott. What kind of momentum does this do for you leading into season 11?
Definitely keeps you hungry. Been racing a lot of these seasons and all these series and haven't been able to win one yet. So just makes me want to, keep going, try to get the couple spots I need to get a championship. I almost sealed it last year, finished second, and all I needed to do was win and actually end Sean to finish like a couple spots further back, and I would have won that one. But coulda, shoulda, woulda. But yeah, no, just need to be more consistent and mainly just need to win more races.
Well, Alex, you definitely got your time coming for sure. Andrew, do you have anything for your third place runner up today and third place in the championship?
No, I think you hit about everything. Yeah, Sanfilippo just had some really great long run speed by saving his tires in the bottom there. Pretty similar line to what I run. Just try to keep it from pushing off the corner, especially off four. Likes to scrape off the right front if you do that. But what were your thoughts about the earlier wreck, the one yellow that we did have? Were you loose coming off it too and kind of slid up into the OA, or just thought you were clear?
I thought it was clear either a lap or two before that. He had pretty much pulled the same move on me, and I let off to essentially not wreck him. I hit the back of him, but so essentially I was kind of expecting the same type of courtesy, but I did not get that reciprocated.
Well, yeah, that was like Mike said. You really tore through the field there after that mistake and right back up to third. But I think we're heading into Indy, the first race of next season. How are you feeling about that?
I don't know if I've ever run there in a truck, but in other vehicles I'm usually decent there. A few top three finishes. I don't think I have any wins, but usually run pretty good there. I get in a decent groove, and as long as you can avoid the wheel damage, I can usually do pretty good there.
Well, sounds good. And we'll throw it to you for your shoutouts.
Yeah, thank you guys in the Race Elite Network booth for putting on the broadcast here, and thank the league itself, Races Elite, and thank the friends and viewers that watch all the time. Shout out to Kensley and Chaos Designs. I'll have to be hitting them up for some new paints for the next season. Gotta switch it up. Maybe new paint will get me a championship. And then thank the parents and my wife.
Alrighty, sounds definitely like a good plan there, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations on your third place finish here, Alex, and congratulations on your third place in the championships. And we'll see you at Indianapolis.
Sounds good. And one more thing: are you returning to trucks next season, Andrew?
I am. So
Okay.
get ready to get your butt kicked next week.
Fair enough.
Gonna have to work a little bit harder for that championship, but you'll get one. We're confident.
Yeah.
Just gotta get you a set of those nice load cell pedals.
Yeah, that too. Except I think the one road course we had in this season, I had a top 5. So
You did?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
you did. Yeah.
yeah, first top 5 in a road course in this league in any series. So that was good. So maybe I can keep that up.
Heck yeah. All right, Alex.
But
We'll see you in a couple weeks over in Indy.
sounds good. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, your third place driver and third in the point standings, Alex Steff, driving the number 43 machine. Before we get to your second place driver and champion, Sean, I want to bring. Oh, did he run away? Wayne Scott, you bum. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to bring up your second place driver today. However, he is your back-to-back Racers Elite Truck Series champion, Sean Dunaway, driver of that 01 Hello Kitty Chevrolet. Sean, it's Mike and Andrew up in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Sean, I mean, I don't know what to say. What a incredible season you had. And you came out here with one mission, and that was to finish 14th or better. And you did just that. What was going through your mind at the start of this race? And then how about the last lap?
Yeah, I was actually trying to look for first or better during that race. Yeah, San Filippo there found something that I just couldn't, man. I was trying to stay with him like the whole race, but after a while, just all of a sudden his car would kick in, and then mine would just kind of stall out. So yeah, couldn't fight for the win there, but hey, we'll take that P2. We'll take the championship here. Yeah, like you said, there was no pressure. Just had to finish all right there. Was really hoping like probably for like a top 5 or so, if anything there. And that's what we delivered. And yeah, we'll take home that championship here.
Yeah, so this is now your back-to-back championship, and next season we're starting off the season at Indianapolis. What are your thoughts about bringing home 3 championships next season? And I heard you're going to have a new contender though entering the series again.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Just like Holloman, I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut your internet out. So, so yeah, hopefully you'll miss some races. Hopefully I don't miss any races. And yeah, we'll fight for that championship here.
Man, I'm sorry I had to do that, but Sean, I mean, just an incredible run, incredible season overall for you. And I'm looking forward to see what you can do next season as well. Andrew, do you have anything for your back-to-back Truck Series champion?
You guys are building me up. I'm going to go out there and finish last every race if I talk any crap, just karma-wise. But no, really great season. Kind of entering some rare territory. As far as the Truck Series go, we've had three two-time winners. We've got Austin John Smith, Blair Holloman, and now you. And really tough season to pull it off. We had 10 different winners over 13 races, and you were one of the few guys that was able to pull off 2 wins throughout the season. Had 11 top 5s out of 13 races and 11 top 10s. So just 2 races outside of the top 10, and had about half the number of incident points over anybody else in the field with only 46 in all season. So you've just a really great job of staying out of trouble and staying consistent, and confident you'll go right back out there and keep at it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Probably the only race I remember that went pretty poorly was, I think it was the Super Speedway race, 4 weeks ago now.
Oh yeah.
I had all the incidents basically, and I had one more incident before I was out. But yeah, that's the only one I remember this whole season, honestly. But yeah, consistency is definitely key. Definitely, trying to make all the races for sure definitely helps a lot. So hopefully we can keep that up for next season here.
Yeah, congratulations, and we'll throw it to you for your shout-outs. Looks like the Cats didn't mess up your race tonight.
No, I want to thank the Cats in particular for not messing up anything this season, and we had that great season. I want to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for always watching, and yeah, that's all I got tonight.
Alrighty. Well, Sean, congratulations on your runner-up finish here today at Homestead, Miami. And a huge congratulations to you on your championship. And we'll see you next season.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, your Season 10 Truck Series champion, Sean Dunaway. Andrew, before we close out for the season, what are your final thoughts of the season overall?
Just wondering how you're going to fire me. You got a famous line, or?
Well, I might. But we'll have to see when it comes down to it. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and start closing this baby out. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning into Racers Elite for Season 10 of the Racer Elite's Tuesday Night Truck Series. And I want to thank Andrew Teff so much for allowing me to do this up here in the booth with you week in and week out. Congratulations to Sean Dunaway on your championship for Season 10, making it back-to-back championships. And for the final time, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Teff, you're fired! Get back down on track, sir. We'll see you next season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And always remember, no matter what you do in life, ladies and gentlemen, you have fun doing it. And until next season, have yourself a wonderful, beautiful time zones. Until then, have a great one.
Thank you, everybody.